Hello and welcome to eRacing GP. This is Global Edition 7, our 7th season we've been doing this Global Edition. My name's Alex Young and next to me this way is Alistair. Okay, so round 3 of 3, this is the final round, and for those of you that don't know, we run this pretty much every Saturday. We start with four categories, and we start with copper, and then we go to bronze, then we go to silver, then we go to gold, and obviously copper is kind of for the beginners. With golds being the expert. Okay, we're going to go straight into qualifying because we're about to start now. Here's the three-way thing right now. So you can see right now we're just going straight into qualifying right now. We'll go into some of the other techniques about the track as well during the break between the races. We'll do the championship points a bit later on as well. But we're following Zuhaili and Alex. Jesus. Alistair, we're at Paul Ricard. This is the kind of track you like?
Yeah, Paul Ricard's great. You don't see as much elevation change as some of the tracks we've been to before. But it's very sweeping, very technical, and it really favors the more technical drivers.
Okay, so we're just going to look at the copper results right now in the championship right now quickly. That's qualifying's only just started. Here we got Shafiq Danish and Zuhaili tied on points, and they've got the same number of wins. But Danish has more second positions, and that's why he's leading the championship at the moment. So that's very close. Chris Chu also there in the chance. Danish Aram, who finished copper runner-up in the previous edition, is there in fourth. So some drivers to watch out for. Hayden Miller then fifth. He took his first win last time out. Jack McGregor, Zuhaili in seventh. Keith Moore eighth. Oliver Dennis ninth. And John McGregor in 10th position. All right, back to qualifying though. Let's go with the championship leader, shall we? Let's see how he's doing. See if we can find him. We are bored with him now, actually. Probably not. This is him. Danish Aram. And he's got purple in sector 1 and purple in sector 2. In the third sector now. Looks pretty nice and clean. Here. What do we have here? 15 corners. I think this is turn 11 we're looking at. Yeah, looks very good. Purple in sector 1 and 2. So
Sector 1 and 2 and heading into turn 13 now. Just has to keep it a bit neat through here as you break into this very tricky turn 14. You need to make sure you keep it all the way to the left on the exit to prepare for the last corner here.
yeah, okay, so last corner. This is the corner they can really mess up, can't you, Alistair? But he's out of the last corner. Looks good, and this should be quickest for now.
Quickest and only just, but interesting that he didn't keep to the left to minimize his distance across the line. That could have been half a turn.
And look at that, championship rival then, just gone quickest there. So Zuhaili's just gone quickest, he's starting his lap again. He's hiding behind the barrier, so we'll come back to him in a second. So, wow, so close. Less than a tenth between the top two. It's very close indeed. Hayden Miller's just jumped up to P3. This young British driver that's been showing very quickly. And his father as well. Father and son up third and fourth as they start their laps again. Let's ride on board with Hayden. Alistair, you've been coaching this driver a bit.
Yeah, Hayden's actually pretty impressive. He's got a background in fun karts and a little semi-professional karting in Scotland and around Britain. Yeah, he's good, he's fast, he's aggressive, and he likes to win. So he's got the makings of a very strong driver. Just has to be a bit smarter. You know, last weekend he could have taken an easy double win, but he ran out of fuel in race 1.
That's true. That's right. He did. In race 1, he was leading. Oh, he's starting again. Okay, let's not follow him. Zuhaili has just gone quickest there. Good lap there by Zuhaili to go quickest by 1.2 seconds. Holy moly, where's that come from? That's seriously quick by Zuhaili. It looks like he's on another lap right now. Let's see if he's going to go even quicker. So this driver's kind of interesting. He's been quick plenty of times. He's won quite a few races, Sharik Zuhaili, but he's not been very consistent. Sometimes he has those bad races, and that's why he's not fighting for the championship. That's massively quicker. 1.2 seconds faster than everyone else.
Yeah, he got 6-7 tenths in the first sector, another 5 tenths in the second sector. It was a very strong lap for him as he comes into the long straight here for the left-right chicane. chicanes tend to be something common around Paul Ricard. Oh, he stopped.
Yeah, he stopped. All right, let's go back with championship rival Zuhaili. Oh, he's gone green in sector 1 and 2, so this is his fastest lap so far. If he can carry it on, he should improve, but you can actually see he's still down on the lap from Zuhaili. Zuhaili's lap's still down, what's that, 3/10 in sector 1, 4/10 in sector 2, or is that cumulative? Might be cumulative, actually. But anyway, he's not going to be good enough for pole position, but he has been jumped down to P3, so if he can improve, maybe he can get back his second position. Shafik Danish, if you see in the top left-hand corner, he's now up to second.
Well, this is going to be his last lap, but he's been missing apexes in the third sector, so I'm not sure if it's going to be very strong enough to move him up a position. He's just going to have to settle for it.
Yeah, let's see. Not a very good third sector, like you said. Missed those apexes too much. There he is, across the line, stays P3. So, Zuhaili P1, Shafik Danish P2, Zuhaili in third, Danish Aram in fourth, and then the Millers in fifth and sixth. Nasser Ashraf in seventh, Chris Chu in eighth. Oh, we used to see Chris Chu right at the front, so disappointing qualifying for him. Ronaldo Julie in ninth, and Ahmad Hashim there in 10th position. Okay, so qualifying is done and dusted. We will be getting back with the race 1. Of course, just for those who don't know, we have 2 races today, 15-minute race 1, followed by a 15-minute race 2. Race 2 is reverse grid as well. Let's have a look a little bit about the track here. Alice, just let me know what you think about it so far.
Oh, Paul Ricard, look at it there. Kind of looks like a squiggly drawing, very thin. But big talking points, 4 longish straights, very good for slipstream and kind of heavy braking zones at the end. So look out for those for overtakes. Another thing is just the chicanes and the technical bit of sector 3. Gonna be interesting to see how close drivers can follow each other.
Okay. Well, the cars are lining up right now. They're on the grid. And we've got quite a few cars here today. Look at that line. So, okay, so the championship rivals, so we have to watch out for that. Shafik Danish, who's leading the championship, followed by Iman Zuhaili. Those are the guys who are in the championship. They're tied on points. So don't forget Chris Chu there, P3, might be able to spring a surprise as well.
5 red lights.
And 5 red lights are lit, and they are about to go out. There they go, and it's off. A great start there by Zuhaili. Wow, really good start there. Looking good as he goes through. Then goes first down into turn 1. You can see all the cars filing through turn 1. Turn 1 can be tricky though, can't it? Let's see if they get through cleanly.
Someone's made it slip down the inside of the third and second. Oh, and the car stopped at the exit too.
It's one of the Millers, in fact. That was Hayden Miller. He's dropped back down, but look at that. Danish Aram there up to P2. Defending from Shafik Danish. So Danish in third position. He is the champion leader, but he's followed by Zuhaili in fourth, who gets tagged there by Grant Miller. The car's going all over the place. But we have to focus on this battle. I know Zuhaili's disappearing off, but into the sunset. But here, this battle for third and fourth is where we want to focus on, because these are the championship rivals.
It's in the slipstream. I'm not sure if it's close enough to make it down the inside. He's got to pull over, take a look. Comes down his covers on my phone, but looks to be maybe sneaking down the inside of P2.
Yeah, he's going to compromise his exit right now. He does get a compromised exit. Oh. And so Zuhaili also gets sideways on the exit.
Super close now, but I think a move into this next right-hander is a bit dangerous because it is flat out through here.
Oh, it's flat through here?
Maybe a tiny bit. He's put his nose on the inside.
Yeah, that's not really an overtaking place, is it?
No, it isn't. It's just a car's got Danish driving very smart, keeping it nice and tight, hitting all the apexes, not giving Zuhaili a chance to put his nose on the inside.
Yeah, Shafik Danish is in a different position, isn't he? Because he's attacking and he's defending. A little bit further back, Hayden Miller there, also defending from Hashim. but we want to see this guy from the front, don't we? And look at that, Danish Aram there. I think they're brothers. He's just holding on the front, but he's losing the position. And Zuhaili now looks very good. Down the outside, heading to turn 1.
Yeah, I think turn 1's a bit tricky because of windshield on the exit side too. So it is hard to make it around the outside, but he has gone for it and he has made it stick. What a move, breaking lane, just swinging around the outside. But he's got the switchback now, Danish. And he's got the inside as well. Let's see what he can do here. Heavy braking. He's gone down the inside and he has made it stick as well. Oh, these two jumping for positions.
Some good racecraft there, I have to say. Very good racecraft. I thought one of them was going to overcook the corner and go wide, but they're both there at the moment, just about holding on.
So he tends the gap heading onto the straight, so Zuhaili is close enough to get the slipstream again.
We have to remind you guys that we're not focusing on the battle for the lead, because these are our two title protagonists. Danish there covering the inside, but Zuhaili going anyway. No, that's too tight an angle. Oh, it's going to put Zuhaili in trouble here because he's going to compromise six out of this one. And he's got the Millers right behind him as well, so that's going to make him nervous.
Just there at the back, 2 tenths behind Zuhaili, and his son Hayden is further 7 tenths behind him. These
Oh, but Zuhaili's got a great exit out there. Danish covers the inside. Oh boy, that's going to let Miller through. Wow, so I think Zuhaili showing some inexperience there. Shouldn't have gone for that move, right? I think that was a bad move. Let one of the Millers through. But he's coming back at him now. Oh, it's contact between the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, the door was open, we just didn't slow it down enough. Too wide into turn 14. It's going to be a bit tricky here.
Zuhaili's through. He's on the inside now for this left-hander, but there is a right-hander coming right back up. And there we go.
Danish stays in the power though, make sure he's on the inside for this corner.
It's a drag race, who gets the better exit, and it looks like Zuhaili's finally got up to 3rd position.
Danish is stuck right under that rear wing though.
Wow, another situation there. He's got the 2 Millers behind him as well. Miller Light and normal Miller.
Ron's going down the inside. Oh, and he's hit Zuhaili.
That's going to end in tears, isn't it? Wow, that's turning into a good battle. Yes. And Danish is going to get swamped by both the Millers if he's not careful here. He needs to get this braking perfect for this next right-hander. Oh, Hayden Miller there going through, very aggressive. What? That's legal. That's legal. Wasn't too bad. Zuhaili though needs to put his foot down, because if he can get a good exit, he can put some distance between him. Let's go back to the front though. We haven't focused on the leaders at all, because this is the guy that's leading. Sharik Zukainen. And look at that lead, big lead there, 2.6 seconds. What a great job he's doing. Wow, really showing some good stuff there. Danish Aram is there in 3rd position, just behind him. But then you can see Zuhaili there defending 3rd now from Hayden Miller. Oh, it's getting close right now. He has to be getting nervous, because the 12-year-old is a little bit impetuous at times. Hopefully he doesn't take out the championship leader.
Yeah, you'd hope not. It's not the way we'd want this championship to end after it being so close and fun around. Hayden can be a bit impatient, but he's got the pace it seems. He's just got to wait for the right time to move down the inside.
Yeah, he's definitely got the pace, hasn't he? Once the maturity comes, he'll be a pretty impressive driver to watch, I feel. Zuhaili just has to keep it calm. He doesn't want to look in the mirror too much, because that'll slow him down and start making mistakes. He needs to look forward and just focus on getting the drives out of the corners. Interesting to watch, Alistair, how these drivers seem to be quicker in different parts of the track.
Yeah, each of them has a as Hayden puts down the inside. That's a huge dive from him. He's gonna upset the exit finally here from him. Hayden's gonna do the exit, and he's going to slipstream. Maybe a bit too far to head into turn 1, but yeah, Hayden's really strong. 3rd sector is playing some sort of second straight. It's very interesting to see where they're strong and where they're weak. As Hayden. Oh, right down the inside. He's taking. Oh, he's hit the wall on the escape road.
Yep, that's him done for this race. He's not going to be able to recover back to the top 5 from that accident. But for the championship rivals, I think they'll be quite relieved to see Hayden disappear there, so that they can focus on the battle between them. And just coming up behind them, of course, is Iman Hashim and Grant Miller. They're getting close to this battle right then. Let's go back to the front again. Zuhaili there looking very good indeed. Big lead. Wow, he's just pulling out that gap. 4.7 seconds. That's a big gap to him. Then Danish Aram there. He's also by himself. He's in no man's land, isn't he? 4.8 seconds off the lead and 2.6 seconds in front of the battle for third position. Doing a good job, quietly getting it done. I think he's fourth for the championship, so this will be good for him as well. Yes, he's fourth for the championship. 11 points behind the leaders. So second position is just what he needs to get himself into more contention. This could be a three-way fight for the championship.
Which is certainly going to be interesting. But the leaders have pulled 2 seconds in the last lap. Danish Aram is pulling away from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th position battle.
Yeah. Let's focus on that battle because this is where it's exciting. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, like you said, all in one shot. Zuhaili, that looking.
Danish looks like he went a bit wide there, but he's just about kept it.
Yeah.
Grant's right in the back of.
He's keeping it clean right now. Let's go back to the helicopter shot. I love this. Oh, and then look at that. Iman gets it a bit squirrely there, makes a mistake. It's getting close to the three of them. And that's perfect for Zuhaili, because Zuhaili now is pulled out from them. He will be our new championship leader after this race. And Shafiq Danish, who we're watching right now, who was a championship leader, he's going to drop a couple points behind Zuhaili. But, having said that, still 5 minutes to go. He could still close down that gap. Watching Zuhaili here, the race winner. Assuming he doesn't make any mistakes, because that's a huge lead he's got there. Look at that, 5.5 seconds. Driver in a different class today, really doing a good job.
He's super strong in this first section. This kind of Mickey Mouse section leading up onto the straight. He always pulls a second right there. Half a second, a second, and the other guys. It's just really impressive. Yeah.
Let's look back to P7. P7's got a good fight right now. Keith Moe. 8-year-old, just have to remind everyone, the 8-year-old, you can see him on the inset there, doing a good battle. He's holding off, looks like Grant Miller. Grant Miller's had a moment, because he's fallen all the way down, back down to 8th position. Well, not looking to defend it, down into the chicane. And looks on the inside, no, decides not to do it, and that's why, because Keith Moe has outbraked himself. That's really going to compromise his exit now.
Yeah, went over the curbs, well, sparking away. It was good defending, we didn't allow Grant to have that chance of going down the inside, but now you've got to just see the compromise of the exit. Oh, who's this? Oliver Dennis, one, Hayden Miller.
Good
Hayden,
battle.
of course, having that crash at turn 1 after going off.
Yep, trying to recover. I said he wouldn't be able to get back in the top 5, but look at that, back up to 5, so good recovery-ish drive so far. Okay, let's go back to the championship rivals right now. Iman Zuhaili there in P3, and behind him in P4, Shafiq Danish. He's not closing though. Zuhaili's doing a really good job right now. And you know what? He's getting close to Danish Aram. Let's see who's got fastest lap of the race. No surprise there. Zuhaili's got fastest lap of the race with a 16.0. Danish Aram in P2, his fastest lap 16.3, so not that far off, but obviously doesn't have the consistency of Zuhaili, because he's dropped 5 seconds. But everyone's pushing. Last laps for the top 5, all invalid. So going over track limits. Miller sandwich. Sun in front, farther behind. Oh, the farthest just run wide. And look, he's coming under pressure now from Hizu Heiko. Heiko has got through. Nice move there. Take advantage of Miller running wide. Nice move there. Back at the front, Zuhaili. We have to focus on the leader a little bit. He's doing such a great job. That's the problem is when you just a little bit too good, isn't it, Alistair? You end up off shot because you just disappeared at the front and left the action behind.
Yeah, in copy, you know, if one of the guys putting a bit extra work than the other, it's quite often you see them, you know, dominate that weekend. We've seen it before the rounds, sort of Hayden, round one as well, so highly astoundingly quick.
Okay, so highly there. Absolutely right. I mean, because it is, you know, when you do sim driving, it is labor intensive, so you do need to practice. So if someone has an extra day or two to practice, they can make a difference.
Absolutely. It's not like real life. You have a certain amount of laps to have. You know, online you just have an infinite amount of laps, and you use them and you get faster and faster and faster, and that's where you see the performance difference.
Yeah, because of course everyone's in exactly the same cars. We are in the Aquila CR1 car. And let's go back to this fight between Olga and Dennis.
Zuhaili is now 7 tenths behind Danish heading into the last lap.
Oh, we should stick back there. Just come back to this map. Just Dennis got in front of back up to 5th. So good job by Olivia Dennis. But you're right, we have to focus on Zuhaili there. He's closing the gap to 2nd position.
I'm feeling the pressure a little bit now.
So Danish Ashram in 2nd position in the turquoise CR1 car. He is 3rd in the championship. He needs to finish 2nd if he's going to put some pressure on the leading 2. But yeah, so he's super quick, isn't he?
Yeah, it takes the lift here and then flat out into the chicane. Straight. Sparking away through the apex. This car's low and very soft, so you don't see that very often. Downshaft taking a couple of weaves here and there, trying to break the slip through.
They're definitely all spread out quite a bit, but yeah, Zuhaili just got off. He nails this braking zone, gets good exit out the chicane.
Just need to.
Doesn't look bad, does it?
Bad at all. 3 tenths now the difference and closing. 3.03. 281. It's coming down.
Wow, he's in really the slipstream now. Okay, he's not going to do it here, but if he can just have a really good lift here, small lift back on the throttle, I know he's going to try. He's going to go.
He has to do that inside, yeah. Tap. Very smart from Danish to keep it tight through here. Normally, if someone goes wide, it's very easy to just get on the focus and come back down the inside for the second one already.
Yeah,
Running out of opportunities so highly.
Yeah, survive though, surviving, hanging on. Have to go back to the front. Only got a couple more corners to go, and Zuhaili is going to win this race.
Dominant race with 6-second lead. Zuhaili's got one more chance to make the overtake, and that's into the last corner. And he's a 10th behind, and he's done it. He's put it down the inside. Around the outside.
So Zuhaili takes the win.
Oh, they're hitting each other. Zuhaili's got it.
Wow, Zuhaili on the very last corner of the lap takes 2nd position from Danish Aram. So both the Danish drivers, brothers, I'm going to call them brothers anyway, in 3rd and 4th position. That does put Zuhaili into the championship lead. So with one more race to go, Zuhaili now leads that championship. Wow. Okay, that's for the winner though. I think the teammates, they're both driving white cars, is Zuhaili. I watched them practice before this race started, so they've obviously been practicing together and showing some good pace there. So congratulations to Zuhaili for the win. But at the moment, it's all about Zuhaili's drive there. Great drive to go from 5th really, up to 2nd. And he's now leading the championship. Confirmation of the results. Zuhaili in first, Zuhaili in 2nd, Danish Aram in 3rd, Shafik Danish, who was leading the championship, in 4th, Olivia Dennis in 5th, Grant Miller 6th, Heiko 7th, Nasarud in 8th, Keith Moe in 9th, and Shafik there in 10th. So that is the top 10, and Zuhaili takes the fastest lap of the race as well. Zuhaili in 7th place in the championship, 33 points. This will move him into the top 5, you have to say, but I've just got a feeling he's a little bit far, to reach the top 3.
So right now, most of the fast lap is 7/10 by the way. That's impressive.
Yeah, super impressive drive. Okay, for some reason the servers kicked us out, but I'm sure we will be back in a second. Well, exciting race. So, championship looks very good there. Who have we got? We got Zuhaili in first, the Danish brothers in second and third. And I think Sukaina now might be in P4, so maybe a little bit off the top 3. That should be super exciting. Alistair, reverse grid race now. What do you expect is going to happen?
Reverse grid race, I'm not sure about the positions yet, but it's going to be extremely interesting. Got the quick guys cutting back through the field. Paul Ricard is a tricky track to overtake, but it's a great one at that. I think we're going to see the pack really bunched up for the first couple laps. But yeah, our race 1 winner just looks a bit dominant right now, so I'm expecting him to still win.
Yeah, so, okay, we're back in the server. The cars will be teleporting from the pit lane onto the start grid. There we go. So we'll see who's in. It's top 11 reverse this time. So Zukaina's going to start P11. I'm not sure who finished P11, but he will be starting on pole. Soon find out.
Got a Miller on pole, I think.
Is that Miller pole? Yes, that's right. Hayden Miller's on pole. So maybe he's got a chance to win his second race of the season. Here we go. Red lights are on. Let's see when they go out. And it's a good start there by Hayden Miller. Good start there. And let's watch on board right now.
Keep an eye out for those white cars back there. They're our championship protagonists. Watch them.
Yeah. Let's see what's happening there. Danish Zuhaili there. We go. We just look a bit further back there. There's the championship leader in P9. Wow, he's got the Aaron brothers right in front of him.
Inside of Hayden for the lead.
Cars everywhere. But Hayden just hanging on for the lead there. And there's our championship leader right now. Zuhaili hanging on for the lead. And he's got in front of both the Danish drivers. So that's a great result for him for the championship.
Takes a tap on the exit. Straight. One thing to look out for in copper as well as disqualifications, because you know there's a lot of tapping, a lot of rubbing, and there's a lot of track limits, and if that happens, it's very easy to get disqualified and lose everything you do. As Hayden's still moving. Keith Moore around the outside of traffic. I'm not sure if he got him. I think Keith did get him on the exit. Very good overtake. He did it round the outside into the chicane. As all the cars you can see in the background squabbling 2 wide, 3 wide. Okay. Initial start's over. The sun will trail a bit. Gotta remain calm now and try and come to the field with the guys in the back.
Survive, if you survive the first lap chaos, and I think most drivers have. But yes, Keith, oh, what a great job on P2, the 8-year-old. So good to see him doing well. His father, Rick, will be just behind beside him watching him drive. Biggest cheerleader his parents are, both the father and the mother. But yes, back in the front, I tell you what, Hayden Miller's disappeared big time. But this battle for second position is fantastic, and look who's in 5th.
Highly in 5th and putting the pressure on the 4th. That's Brad Miller. Down the inside. Yes, maybe as 2 cars, 3 cars go off on the left. Comes back and hits Keith Moe.
I just have to pull away for a second though, because the guy that's second in the championship and was leading before we started this is, wow, Shafik Danish is all the way down in 20th position. Oh, maybe it's a bit early to call it. Was this championship done?
I mean, out of the points already, he's got a lot of laps in these cars, and he's got to hope for a miracle. Maybe he's highly having troubles up ahead. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight for him, I don't think.
Okay, so Hayden there pulling away in the front 2.6 seconds already. He's doing a Zukainen from race 1. And Keith Moe helping his cause right now in second position. He's holding up the rest of the pack.
He's out of minute coming out of turn 5. So let's see if that's affecting him down straight. It doesn't seem to be too bad, but that gap is closing. It's down to 0. And Dennis is looking down the inside and as well defending from Zuhaili. Keith runs wide. Dennis gets the car back and he's side by side with Keith. It's 3 wide now as Zuhaili backs off. Great fighting.
Yeah, really good action there between the youngsters. But Dennis there holding on, just holding Peter. He's turned in a bit late, and we know how quick Zuhaili is through that right-hander. Turn 9, I think it is. Down, careful there, mate. Pitch him to a spin, you could have a penalty and lose your championship. If I was Zuhaili in the white car, I'd really be thinking of driving nice and careful, because he's in a great position to win his first Copper Championship.
If I was Zuhaili, I'd just hold station at the moment. Really go for an overtake if you're 110% sure that you make it. Because right now he's leading the championship by a fair ways with his competitor down.
Oh, he's been knocked! Danish Aram! Wow! Who's fighting for the championship has taken out the championship leader. That's definitely going to be a penalty. Okay, but Zuhaili's recovered. He's still P12. It's not a disaster for him. That was a bad one, and especially when it's your championship rival. Stewards are not going to look kindly on that at all.
Give me that move. It's coming around now. Oh, and he's hit another car that was half spun in turn 1. So Zuhaili's last half a lap is going down extremely quickly.
Okay, let's go back to the driver that hit him off. That's Danish Aram there. So now Danish Aram is looking back in a good position to win the championship. However, that knock on Zuhaili would definitely cost him, I think, a penalty for sure. Let's see how the battle for the lead is going right now. Well, there is Miller leading by a long way. Second position. Keith Moe still hanging on for second position. Yeah, it is.
Whoa, it's Dennis and he's hit Keith and spun.
Oh no, disaster for Dennis as he tries to recover.
Don't know what happened there. It almost looked like a brake failure and it just went straight to the side of Keith.
Yeah. Okay, Danish Aram there though took advantage of that. Now up to P3, so that's looking really good for the championship guy fighting for the championship. But of course he's got Zuhaili coming up behind him as well in P4.
Race 2 of Copper Class looking like bubble guys up the moment with the CR1. Dash of Aram coming really nice around this corner.
Where's his race car? Let's go look back at Chris Chu right now. Chris Chu, who that's John Hardy. But Chris Chu right now, he is third in the championship. Well, sorry, he was third in the championship coming into this round. He didn't have a good race 1. He's quite far back in race 2, so I think he's going to drop out of the top 5 right now.
Inside, great braking from Chris Chu.
So really, it's a gaggle of cars right now as he tries to hold the position. The outside into turn 1, maybe.
Late on the brakes here. Oh, he's tagged from behind, and who's that who's spun?
Oh, yellow car. That was John Harding, I think.
Yeah, John Harding. You can see further ahead of Chris Chu though that Zuhaili is now P7 and pushing hard.
Wow, so the championship winner is desperate to make sure he wins the championship. What a recovery drive. He was down at P12 after getting knocked out. Really good drive by Zuhaili to get back up to P7. And he's going to P6 now.
Hop, like a knife through hop. Like a hot knife through butter. Sorry, excuse me.
Like a hot knife through butter, yeah.
Hayden Miller pulling 4.7 seconds on Keith Moe. Keith's doing a great job in P2, holding off Danish Aram for the last few laps. Keith got a Nintendo Switch from his last podium. I wonder what we'll get this time. Maybe a PS5 if he's lucky.
You got a Nintendo Switch for the last podium. Awesome.
Yeah, and he's fighting hard, so I think that's why he's putting on such a show.
Yeah, maybe his dad promised him a PS5. Oh, that's be a really good incentive. But yes, he's defending from Danish Aram there right now. Runs wide. Looks okay though, looks okay. There's enough daylight between the two cars. He doesn't need to defend.
Keith is really getting the car rotated well at the early parts of the corner. That's what he has on Danish Aram right now, because he gets it rotated and he can get a good exit, and that's all you need to do when you're defending.
Yeah. So kind of there. Oh, got tagged by Heiko. Went wide. Survives for now though, but he's going to get track limits abuse thing.
And the slowdown penalties, you'll see that. I think he should be able to save it, but he's so close here. He's going to put down the inside of Danish Aram, and he's there. He's made the move stick. But look at that, Heikel's there as well. It's 3 wide coming out the last corner. As the 2 blue and orange cars are now 2 wide.
Yeah, with this track, with so much road, it's really tough to watch for, so we have to watch from the helicopter view a lot. Ooh, and kind of trying to go back down the inside. Does it nicely. Oh, he
Very
breaks.
nice.
Breaks super late. I thought he was going to go right into.
Whoa,
Oh,
Danish
Heiko. No, Danish Aram, you're right. Woo. The guy fighting for the championship is now back in 6th position. So kind of nicely
down
done.
the inside, not quite alongside enough, or alongside enough, but got off the brake not early enough, I think, as he's trying it again. Bumper cars all the time. You guys got to be careful of a disqualification.
Yeah, he's got to be super rough. I bet his incident points are getting a bit high now. And we could even see him teleported out the race if he's not careful. And he needs to be careful because he can finish top 3 in the championship if he gets a good result here at race 2.
Heikel's defending has been a bit aggressive though. He's been turning in on the apex, really crowding
Right.
Heikel's, so maybe that's something for the stewards to look in on to later. But Hayden Miller, ooh, around the outside, goes off the track, not quite what you want.
Yeah.
But Hayden Miller, yes, he had a tough race 1, but he's now leading with all the championship fighters kind of down the order.
Yeah, there is Hayden Miller right now, looking really comfortable there. Back in 2nd though. Keith Moe there yeah, Hayden Miller's going to win this nicely. Good job by him, but Moe there in 2nd, still desperately hanging on to that 2nd position.
So Zuhaili's in P5 as well, by the way. He's slowly crept up the order and he's in the top 5 getting good points.
Yeah, I think if he can just keep it clean, he needs to stay there really, and that's a championship for him.
He's kind of in no man's land, 2 seconds ahead of the guy, 3 seconds ahead of the guy behind him, 3 seconds behind Zuhaili. Speaking of Zuhaili,
Here he is. He's looking
right under the rear wing, but you got to be smart, fella, or just sneak it down the inside. That works too, but you've run wide.
No, careless. He's got the pace. He has to be a bit more thoughtful about how he plans his moves. You know, you really have to plan your move when you overtake someone. You got to look at the weaknesses of the other guy, and don't just dive down the inside everywhere.
And especially a track like Paul Ricard, where there's a lot of right-lefts, you got to make sure the position's good. But Heikel looking to the outside of Keith Moe. Keith's defending really nicely. Let's hope he gets his braking right. Really good defending from Keith.
Yeah, nicely done. Good exit out of turn 2. 3 minutes to go. It feels like we've had a lifetime of racing in this short reverse grid race. Yeah, Moe is definitely hanging on nice. Oh, he's made a mistake. Gave him the commentator curse. Oh, he changes that direction under braking. He has to watch that. Oh, Zuhaili. Oh, looked like netcode though. But definitely spun Heikel.
He's got to leave him the room, buddy. As a side-by-side, there's no difference in anything. Oh, Zuhaili got to slow down, I think, for cutting the corner a bit.
Yeah. Probably the right thing to do. Okay, braking for the chicane though. Still, he's got the time to get up to P2.
Keith looks like he's struggling a bit with his rear tires, maybe. I've seen him lock up a couple of times.
Oh wow, look at the exit. Zuhailin's got out of the chicane. Nicely done.
Keith, careful. Can't be moving like that.
Look at him, he's watching the car in the side mirror. He's got a triple monitor display there. He can see Zuhaili there. Oh, he's going to try and go around the outside.
Ooh.
Whoa, what a move! Look
putting all his body into it, committing to it, and sailing around the outside of Zuhaili.
Wow,
Great move from Keith.
look at the determination on the young 8-year-old's face. He wants this position, doesn't he?
He wants that PS5.
He wants that PS5. Oh, wow, he's running wide. No, that's good. That's fine. Hanging on for P2.
And who's that in the background?
Championship leader, Zuhaili.
Great comeback drive from him after falling behind.
Okay, so Hayden Miller then, P1, pulling away nicely. 6.8 seconds. Easy peasily done. Oh, and there's a big... Oh, look at that. Zuhaili.
He's had a wobble at the back.
Yeah, had a wobble. Didn't get the X. Oh, Zuhaili.
Oh! I knew it.
We were just talking about the incident points. He's had too much contact today. And Zuhaili, who was on target to move into the top 3 in the championship, is now going to not finish race 2 and probably drop out of the top 5. So, Keith Moe, though, he's got another white car behind him. Championship leads Zuhaili.
Zuhaili in a podium position. Last lap, Keith has to just be smart here. Don't do anything silly.
Okay.
Okay. Coming to the straight, this is, I think, the 4th last overtaking opportunity of this lap, if you think about it correctly. Zuhaili looks a bit far behind. Actually, 3/10, that's not too bad, and it's closing because he's in the slipstream. Keith needs to defend here and just pick his brake really well. Zuhaili goes down the inside, he's going for it. Keith tries to crowd him on the apex. Oh, I think Zuhaili might get a slowdown penalty from that because he did cut.
Yeah. That was a desperate Dan stuff. They're side by side. Let's see if he gets a slow down penalty. Mike Lee from Holland actually just got a slow down penalty. But yeah, Imran's still looking, but you know, there we go.
Very nice from Keith. He's
Very
pulled
nice.
out a gap.
That should be enough to hold off till the end of the lap, I feel.
Yeah, he just has to not make mistakes. We've seen him make quite a few mistakes in the last 3 laps. Just take it easy. You got 6/10 on Zuhaili.
Yeah.
Might need to move to Hayden here. 8/10 up the road from Keith Moe.
Yeah, I have to focus on the leader, Hayden Miller.
Let's hope he has enough fuel. He's got 1 corner left.
I hope he doesn't run out of fuel again. He did that last race, didn't he? But yes, he has the fuel. Looks like he's going to get over the line for his 2nd win of the season. Well done to Hayden Miller. And we've got a helicopter view. Oh, Keith Moe just about holding on to 2nd position.
No, Keith, come on.
You can't move on the driver like that. Oh, the stewards will not like that at all. Might have a look at that. Holds on to 2nd position for now. And there he's celebrating with his parents. Super happy. A little bit on the edge with his defending, I feel, but he will get P2. But the guy of the hour is, of course, Iman Zuhaili. We don't have him on Zoom. Let's see if we can find him on Zoom, because if he is on Zoom, it'd be great to talk to him. But he is our Copper Class champion now.
And takes fastest lap. It was a great drive from him after being turned around so early on.
Yep, there's a good position there. Hayden Miller in 1st, Keith Moe 2nd, Zuhaili in 3rd, Heiko 4th, Anwar 5th, Hashim 6th, Ung in 7th, Danish Aram there in 8th position. He had a really scrappy race. Ashraf Nasruddin in 9th. And Shafiq Danish, who was leading the Copper Championship coming into the round 3, down in 10th. Disappointing 10th. Got tagged in that 1st lap. So, obviously, we'll have to see what the stewards say. Maybe there are some penalties to come out of that. But I can safely say I think Iman Zuhaili is our champion at the moment. Okay, exciting race. Nice, good championship battles. Very close racing. A championship fight that really had us interested in watching. So, good stuff there. Copper class is done.
Yeah. Gold position 7.
Yeah, so we got bronze class to come. What are you looking forward for bronze class, Alistair?
Multi-class racing, first of all.
Yes.
One thing. Second thing, I'm pretty sure the championship's pretty close.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Okay, so Copper class is done and dusted. We're going to come back and actually, we'll show you some highlights from the gold class from the last round so you can see what's coming up. Don't forget, we got bronze, silver, and gold. So you can see some highlights from the gold class previous round. And we'll be back on the hour in 15 minutes with bronze class.